Live in the living room.
I knew it was you. I knew it was you, little
Got some
girl.
interesting noises going on here. But the
What is that noise?
so-called Puffalumps are out.
They're not so-called, that's their name. They're the Puffalumps.
Got it.
Hi, where are you going, little one?
He's ready to go outside.
It's so weird, they're like totally different babies that they've been in quarantine, so we haven't really been able to like spend too much time like really playing with them or anything. Hey, come in here.
So this is their
Come here, little one.
first time out since they've been. Notice that it's crazy how dirty the pigs got their water in one day, and there's a banana stem in it. But yeah, it's their first time out. They got their
No, don't fly up there.
fecal
Don't fly.
tests back today. All was clear, which is good.
It's okay,
But
man.
oh, hello, whoa. Yeah, so our house is just a madhouse lately between having Huckleberry sleeping in the bedroom for a while, and we've got Sherman in there, and then now we've got the Puffalumps. We're still waiting to figure out what their names will be.
Take me, buddy. Oh, you put your wing down for me? Are you gonna show me?
But
It's that noise. It's a new noise.
it really is. Oh, hey, Laurel, how's it going?
There's a different breed of turkeys completely than what we're used to. So.
Yeah, like we're very much used to the royal palm noises. And what are these called? Spanish? I keep wanting to say
Spanish artisan heritage.
I keep wanting to say the Spanish Armada, which, you know, that might have been actually a good name, the Spanish Armada. Like a little history lesson for everyone. I don't know. It's definitely a new noise. Hey, in your heart, 66. But
I'm worried we're gonna end up with a lot of boy turkeys.
yeah,
which is great. Like I just was hoping for maybe some more even numbers. I'm a little worried that we might have 2 boys and 1 girl. Like, but it's too soon to tell.
Yeah, we have not been able to. I mean, Sherman has let us know in no uncertain terms that he is a little boy, but why don't you introduce each one of them for us, if you would?
I don't know. To me, they're just like all the Puffalo. Like they're like a collective.
I mean, just like introduce, like hold each one up. Okay. You know, just be like, here's Puffalump one.
One of the Puffalumps. This one has this very cool like little half goatee right there. This one has been seen jumping into the food dish, I believe. I think it was mostly the other one, but it has happened with the other one. And then also perched on top of the water dish and been trying to jump out of their current little house.
Yeah, when we say jumping into the food dish, like there's a center to the food dish where you put in the food and so it leaks out the bottom to like keep them from, you know, basically being able to get stuck in it and poop, and this one here just keeps jumping and landing in the center and basically getting trapped. So
this is the first time we've let them out other than the first. Oh, you can fly. This is the one that I believe is the girl for sure. So she's got a little bit lighter coloring on her head. She's a little bit smaller. She's a little bit more subdued. You can see she's got like some kind of lighter coloring. She does have some nice feather development, which is important for little girls. But yeah, we can't. She's got a little like pin feather activity. You can see. Oh, okay. Oh. Yes, they have not really been. Oh, you're gonna jump on me? Cuddle
somebody
Sherman.
poops there.
So I think they're a little. Oh, yep. Gosh, she's still doing what poops. I knew it was her.
Mallory is really a studier of bowel movements. Like she is very.
Well, I'm gonna have to get I'm sure she'll know, but I'm sorry, everyone. I need him to look at this so I can get a picture of it from the live stream. Okay, that's plenty. That's good. Thank you. We don't need to focus on that.
Now everyone knows what your bowel movements look like, little girl.
will be the thing we embarrass her with later. We tell
No.
stories about how on live we showed her poops.
There's a lot of peeping going on around us. It sounds kind of like
we don't want to jump up there quite yet, sweet pea. And then the one that we've not introduced yet is the one I most recently found in the food dish in the center. Getting stuck there was this one. I thought this was
did you?
Ugh.
They're just non-stop.
Non-stop wet foods. That's not good. That's not good. I mean, it's not. They're not terrible. It definitely could be worse, but it's not.
Would you like to analyze the the bowel movements?
It's not ideal. We want to make sure that every digestive
You
thing
want
is
some solid.
Yeah. So these guys were like not super well when we first got them. They came from Tractor Supply, and they were the last 3, and they were in a mixed group of species. So we brought them home, and they were really, really lethargic. They were doing some heavy breathing, and just slept for like hours straight. Which like babies do sleep a lot, but like they just slept. And you know now we took them, and they're like curious, and they're running around. So they really perked up a lot. We gave them some at-home treatment just in case they had any parasitic infections, and then we rushed a poop sample over on the weekend and got that back today, which came back totally clear. So that's
Well, and I want to clarify about the Tractor Supply thing. So we were able to convince them to hand them over for free, which was awesome. That they were willing to basically surrender them to us.
So they were the very last 3 of their kind.
Because yeah, we definitely encourage people never to one, buy living beings, but to buy anything at the Chick Days display, whether it be the geese, ducks, turkeys, or chicks.
Hi, honey. Are you okay? You got stuck in your food dish, and you seem not happy about it. But it was not your first time in there, so I'm not really sure what to say about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of peeping going on.
There's a lot of peeping. There's a lot of peeping.
Is this the alleged girl?
Yes, that's the alleged girl and the one who's having some slightly concerning poops.
Could we just talk about our bowel movements for a minute? Do you think that you could work on that? Just like a little more
It's not her
fiber.
fault she doesn't feel well.
A little more fiber. Oh, she's listening. She's like really leaning in here.
It's not her fault. We just want to get her better. Whatever we need to do to get her better.
Peck my eye too.
We're not quite in the eyeball pecking phase, maybe. She's pretty young.
Still trying to figure
Sherman
out.
waited a little bit before we got to the eyeball pecking. She does seem the most like cuddly. I feel pretty comfortable with her saying she, but I mean, who knows?
Like Sherman really made it easy for us with his whole, strutting for us. Come here, little wing boy. Come here. Some serious wings on that one. Like there's a lot of more.
I know that one actually could be a girl from the wing development.
Really?
Yeah, the girls tend to develop
More.
their wings first. Yeah, it's so hard to know.
So like.
Yeah, we did give them a. Sorry, someone said they might need vitamins. We did give them a nutrient like drop stuff right away. That was sort of like an emergency rescue type of thing, and then we've been treating them just like kind of for parasites just in case while we were waiting for their poop sample to come back. So we weren't able to give them any probiotics or anything like that while they're getting that treatment. So we will see after they finish that tomorrow. They're supposed to have it for 5 days. Then we'll see about giving them some probiotics. Yeah, because it's kind of like a catch-22 where it's like, okay, if they have anything, parasitic, we want to make sure we treat that right away. But then it can also mess with like their their gut health and stuff. So it was more of a guessing game. But yeah, just in case, we want to make sure that all is well.
So one of them was like pecking towards the ground, and then the other one came up to check it out. But I don't know if like it was like the boy being like, check this one out, and the girl coming
I
over.
think they all just kind of learn from each other right now.
Get down. There you go.
Hi, pretty.
You coming over to say
We're
hi,
handsome.
Star
Oh.
Star?
What's that?
Where's the paper towels at?
Was that you right there?
I think so.
Why are you having... Why is everyone having wet poops?
Maybe it's the medicine that you're giving them. Can it cause it?
No, it shouldn't. Okay, I'm so sorry, everyone. I have to take pictures of this. I gotta zoom in on the poop again so I can get a picture of it afterwards. I do apologize to everyone who has to keep seeing that. Their poops were looking... So who is it that's having fabulous poops then? That's making all the other poops look good. This is good to have them out like this. The man right in front of me is having the good poops.
From beside you, the paper towels.
Yeah. Sorry about the poop talk tonight,
I
guys.
know,
This is
really-
like, this is really just kind of a look inside our life. Like,
I was
this
gonna
is
say,
what happens. I
this is
spend
like-
so much time. Huh?
I was gonna say, this is really what my life is like, everyone. Just listening to her rant on and on about poop quality.
Why aren't you thinking about poop quality, huh? Why is it the woman's job to care about poop quality, huh? Why doesn't the man ever step up and check out poop?
I feel like I've got faith. I've got faith that their poop quality is going to improve.
No. No. Not without my loving intervention. Hi.
You getting ready to fly?
Yeah, they are all flying though, so that's been lots of fun.
Where you going? Hi.
I'm just looking at all of them trying to figure out like what their sex is.
Hi, Charlotte.
Oh, it's so hard to tell. It's hard to know. So much peeping.
There it is.
Yes, they are already flying. I mean, it's kind of like a fly hop. Like, they kind of flutter up. But yeah, but they can fly, like, on top of, like, their water dish. I know, they're not old enough for nail trims yet. But yeah, they can fly out of their, like, little brooder area unless we cover it. So we did have to put a cover on it.
They sound like peepers, like the little frogs in the spring.
Yeah. They've been doing so much better. So we first got them, they seemed like they were not really feeling very well at all. So we've been giving them some medication at home. We got their fecal test done, which came back good, and they like have perked up so much and been like playing and eating and drinking and interested and like trying to fly around. So hopefully they are okay now. Although yeah, we're still kind of in the waiting and seeing game. But this is also the first time that they've really like been out to explore, because they've been in their sort of sick beds, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So you two are so kind. And 3 little black hearts for you guys. The Puffalump. So thanks for everyone who voted on the names for them, or the group names, since we aren't sure of their sexes yet. We're going to wait on naming them. But the Puffalumps won, and that was Ryan's favorite too, so he's pretty happy about that. So we're just going to call them the
Spanish
Puffalumps right
Armada
now.
is starting to really, take hold.
You can't change it. We voted, and you were given plenty of time to give your thoughts on the group names.
I just,
The Spanish Armada. It's kind of funny though.
Does everyone remember that story? Do you remember the story of the Spanish Armada? Like,
No.
they were like coming to like fight the British, and then like a storm came and like blew them off course, because it was like the most powerful armada, and then like it was sort of like what helped the British slowly like take over the whole
So is that like not a good ending for the Spanish Armada?
No, yeah, it didn't end well.
Why are we calling them the Spanish Armada then? No, they're the Puffalumps. This is terrible. I have formally, I formally veto the Spanish Armada, and we're calling them the Puffalumps, as was voted on by many, many people.
It is okay to name him Sherman because he successfully helped end the Civil War in favor of his side.
Right. As Stefania was saying, she's so sorry for Susie and Tia. At the same time, I'm glad she'll get to mother the Puffalumps. Yes, we are excited to introduce Tia to them. We're trying to get them nice and healthy. We were disappointed that they were having what appeared to be like stomach issues because obviously they have to stay in quarantine until they're fully ready to go out. So, yeah, and yes, and Sherman is totally going to be Quincy's little protege. And we were just talking about that. We're going to do probably some intros outside tomorrow. We did take Sherman outside today a little bit, and he's going to definitely join Quincy's crew once he's a little bit bigger. But right now he's just staying inside with us. But yeah, these babies are going to go out with Tia as soon as they are feeling up to snuff.
Are you feeling snuffing? Is that someone's hard poop over there? There's just a lot of poop going on in here, guys.
So much poop. Oh, who did that one?
I don't know.
That's a lovely. You got to pay attention to this. You are so not like. Your poop skills are. I thought I would have taught you better by now. Poop skills are lacking.
All I know is
I think I know which one it was, but he's the one having the good poops. But yeah, so male turkeys can definitely be together. Yeah, they can definitely be together. And Quincy's like such a sweetheart, so he should. I'm sure will be fine. The only issue can come. I'm like a little bit worried about the gender ratio because it would be good if we had maybe like a couple of girls here. So no one ends up, I don't know what to say, frustrated. But yeah, no, we're pretty confident that everyone's going to get along just fine. Charlotte is getting a little bit peanut butter and jealous from all these babies.
He's a jealous girl.
But yeah, we're super excited for Sherman to meet Quincy. And we're meaning to bring him out and do that. And then we had like the whole Susie situation, which was just absolutely like devastating. And we got these guys. And so we've just had so much going on. We haven't really need to like clone ourselves, basically. But yeah, I'm so excited for Tia just to like get to meet the new babies and see. And Annie, yes, Annie does seem like she's doing fine. We didn't really notice anything after like that one incident, but we've been giving her calcium supplements, and so we were just talking about how tonight we're gonna put her in the barn overnight with Huckleberry, just so we can like kind of just monitor her and make sure she's doing good. But she's getting her blood work retested.
May 2nd.
I mean June 2nd.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do a recheck and see if it's helping, but it looks like she was just not getting enough calcium, and that was probably what it was causing that. So we're not really sure why that was, but as long as we can supplement it, hopefully everything will just go back to normal. So it does line up with her symptoms, at least. Charlotte. Yeah, everyone's been feeling, we've had, a lot of baby time. Had sick animals. Miles recovering from surgery.
That
so
one, the middle one over there.
Yeah.
When they walk, watch their right leg. It's like hard to say. They walk kind of awkward to begin with, but like,
Their right or my right?
Their right. Like there's almost like a little limp. But I'm not sure.
It does look a little off balance, doesn't it? Oh dear. I'm never going to sleep again.
There's always something. Well, I mean, it could just be like from jumping into stuff in there.
Yeah, we did just pull him out of the
Is that the one?
Yes, that's the one.
Alright, that's probably what it is. Because like, they definitely
he was in an awkward position. We got to figure out how to cover that so he can't get in.
Hi, Charlotte. Sweet girl. What are you doing, Millie? You seem like very like ready for.
Everyone's getting so jealous because they haven't been getting their usual amounts of love, and everyone's like sad about it. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are fundraising. We have a lot going on still.
Yeah.
New stuff, old stuff. Yeah, we have to, now that we have, surprise, 6 turkeys, we need to fix up our barn so that it can accommodate them, because the chickens are also sharing that right now. So we've done some renovations on it, but yeah, we need to add more perching space and more room for activities on the floor. So since these guys are going to grow up, and then Tia might need a little bit of a bigger space than what she had with Susie, since she's going to have 3 now. So we're doing that. They do have a vet visit scheduled for Wednesday, just in case they're not fully recovered. If one of them is still limping, then they might have to go in.
It's like so hard to tell because like the way they walk just looks limpy.
Oh, flight! We have liftoff. You guys are cute. You guys are really
It's like
cute.
kind of dizzying to like watch them. There's just like so much going on.
I know.
They're kind of like crackheads.
Don't call our animals that.
I'm just saying, like the way they just like.
They've been like cooped up. They've been cooped
and
up so much. They finally get to come out and like check stuff out. They're just babies.
Just saying.
They're just babies. Hi. Just gotta check everything out.
Like
There's
now
something
it
to
won't
peck
be
over
sure
there.
When I hear this noise,
Oh,
I'm
you're
spraying
getting
if
my
it's-
ring? You like to peck my ring? Sherman likes to peck my ring too. You gonna come here? You can come in my lap, buddy. Are you strutting? Are you strutting a little? Let me see. Hey, Alina, good to see you. I'm glad you could join us. I was just thinking how we hadn't seen you forever.
So much peep.
So much peeping. Oh, what was that?
This is what I'm saying. Like I feel like there's a little bit of like.
Everyone's just like practicing. So these are poults. They are baby turkeys. That's my foot. All right, we're being very Sherman-like, so I feel like that's good. Sherman is super healthy, so I want to see those kinds of behaviors. What noise are you making over here, Betty?
No, there's just so many noises and so much movement. It's like I'm a little overstimulated right now, guys. I'm just gonna toss that out there.
Oh no, Lena, I hope everyone's okay. That sounds super stressful. Feels like there's always something going on. She said she had her own animal craziness and 2 surgeries, and she's getting very little sleep. Yep, I totally understand that. I did last night finally, but I've gotten very little sleep since these guys got here because I was pretty worried about them. Because even as soon as we brought them home, it was definitely like a very different feeling than Sherman or Susie. They were just those are your poop pickup guys. You don't need to pick at those. They were like.
If you want to give me that, I'll
Thank
take
you.
it.
I appreciate that. They were just like really lethargic and just kind of like came home and went right to sleep. And weren't eating or drinking, and so that was super stressful. I got like no sleep that night, and that was the same day that Susie died, so I was already super upset and probably really needed some sleep. But all right, good to see you, Estefania. Everyone's good except you. Yeah, I totally get that. Like, yeah, it's very like traumatic when you're worried about somebody and their health and they're your babies and you're not sleeping. And yeah, it's very traumatic. And someone's got to worry about all like the worst possible things that could happen and be prepared for all those things. So emotionally, you have to go through all of those things happening just in case. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but that's what I do.
You want to try it?
Hi. You're a pretty perky little one.
Come on, somebody's got to be the brave one. There you go. Yeah, there you go. It's like more making a mess.
I love how they sing to each other or sing to themselves when they eat. All right, that's good, Elena. I'm glad I'm not alone in that.
Nice, Charlotte. Charlotte, no, no, no. No,
She's
no.
getting very jealous. She's getting very jealous. Charlotte, you're still the baby too, okay? You're still the baby too. We got some very jealous animals that are not happy about all these babies coming in and stealing the spotlight. We love you so much, Charlotte.
You do.
Not too much, Seed. Give them so much
It's
seed.
gonna take them forever. Like they
I know, we want them
get
just
one
to...
for every 85 pecks.
Oh, thank you, Alina. Millie, because you're a supermodel, she sent you a donation.
Oh, thank you.
You are a supermodel, Millie. You're gorgeous. Millie's been really sweet lately. Millie might actually like the babies. Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Whoever knows what's going on with Millie. Millie came up to me the other day and wanted some attention.
You guys all fighting over that one? I don't think anyone's got a single thing down. I think they're just pecking at them and playing.
Okay, well that's good practice. You know, pecking at things is very good practice. There's nothing on the ground there for you to peck at there, little one.
They're trying. There's like a popcorn kernel.
Oh, that's too big. Don't let them get that.
Well, they've solved that for themselves by knocking it into a place they can't get to. There's like a pile over here. Why are you guys all in that area?
Yeah, Millie definitely has like her sweet moments. It's not the first time something like that has happened though, and it will go back to being how it usually is, but it was nice. I had a goose next to me, and so Millie was hoping, I think, to be pecked by the geese, and so I think she kind of was like associating me with good things, but oh, Pumpkin's back there. Yeah, she's just sleeping with that gorgeous booty facing us.
She hasn't really lost all her hair yet.
I mean, she's lost a little bit. She doesn't normally do that till like July, though.
Yeah, but she started to like really blow it, and then
Who knows?
Who's you?
Who
Oh, there's
knows?
the third one. Hello, third one. You're so light. You're so light.
There is a lot of cuteness in this house. It makes up for all the stress. If there was not so much cuteness, I don't know that I could handle all the stress that goes on. You gonna come defend her?
Hi.
Are you gonna come rescue her?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, even though, like, on the one hand, like, we are like, oh, there's a poop. Strongly.
Who did that?
against, that one right there.
The middle one?
No, the one right there.
Okay. Two of
Strongly
you.
against the idea that they have these chicks at Tractor Supply. We're very grateful to the manager.
Yeah,
who
he's a super nice guy.
was, willing to allow us to just have them surrendered to us, because then, you know, essentially they're losing money.
Yeah, no, that was very nice of them
So
to give us their very last 3. Yeah.
To give us the chance to, you know, just be able to, you know, it is like an awkward conversation. Like I hate having to do those.
To be like,
things.
will you just give us your
Or, like,
turkeys?
hey, we are against buying turkeys, but would you be willing to give them to us? Because, you know, it's like you're basically saying, hey, we don't support what you do.
Yeah, we don't support what you do, so
we'd
we are
love for you
we're
to-
not willing to pay you for that at all, but we also want them. Feather puppies. Oh my god, Alina. I have to laugh because I totally have done the same thing. So, she said I'm a spaz. When Lily, my rescue chicken, was molting, I was crying daily until her feathers came back. So I think it was pretty early on when I came. I mean, the turkeys, like, so everyone molts, you know, but they tend to have like the heaviest molt like in the fall, and it can kind of like come out like all at once. And so one day I walked into like the barn and I just saw feathers everywhere, and I was like convinced the turkeys were dead, or like a predator had gotten in, and I was like freaking out. I was so upset about it, and I was like writing on Facebook to people to be like, what's wrong with like my birds, like why are they like losing all their hair? Their tails disappeared. So the turkeys, like big tails, like all their tail like feathers fell out at the same time, and I was like completely panicked about it. And then that I realized that they just had a molt, and that happened, and their tail feathers grew back in. So it must have been like their second molt or something, because I feel like in the spring for it like wasn't like, it's not as bad, it's not like that all at once, but ever since then every fall they just do the poof.
Hello.
So I was like losing my mind. So, but people comforted me that yes, like your first time seeing that, you're like, oh my God, someone, and I still feel that way like a little bit when I like walk in and I see it. I'm like, you have to do head counts and like body checks and like make sure like, okay, we're just molting, but yeah, they look funny when they have no tails. So completely relate to the panic that goes on when there's a molt. And then sometimes they just act like, I mean, birds, I think molting is kind of hard on them anyway. So they're itchy or their bodies are going through a lot. So they get grouchy or they seem like something's wrong. And you're like, what's going on? And yeah, and I think it's like the bird version of like PMSing almost. But totally get it. You guys are so cute. I'm so excited to see like what they look like when they grow up. Sherman's talking.
I know, I hear Sherman calling to them.
We're not doing intros with Sherman just yet until we know that they are in the clear. Because yeah, we definitely don't want to mess with Sherman's delicate immune system. Even though these guys are a little, I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, they're basically the same age. But for right now, like they are significantly younger than him, and they're probably, I'm guessing, like maybe a week and a half. And so Sherman's like double their age. But
Oh, Elena said we've been through a lot with with Lily. She was egg bound, and my husband had to massage her daily until this alien egg emerged from her. Something out of her, out of H.R. Geiger's Alien.
oh no.
But she's fine now. Yeah, no, like that is awful.
You should look into if you can find a vet near you that does it. Super Lauren implants. If you look it up, we do it with our egg laying hen. It's basically like a chicken birth control and stops them from laying eggs. So if you have someone who's struggling with egg issues, it can definitely cause like horrible problems and is a leading cause of death. So just something to talk to your vet about or consider looking into. We found it to be really helpful. It does cause them to molt at first, so that can be like a little startling, just to warn you. But we found that doing it regularly with Indy, she doesn't have a molt every time we do it now. So something to consider if you haven't looked into that already. Yeah, that's not food. That's not food. They're in a phase where they check everything to see if it's food, including eyeballs. Like so these guys haven't entered the eyeball phase yet. Sherman is still very solidly in the trying to eat eyeball phase, which I hope will reduce.
That would be good. Alina said she hasn't laid in 6 months. Do you think that she might be done? She's 6 now.
She might be. Yeah, I mean they can stop, so yeah, it just depends. She might be done. They can stop, or they can also just keep going and going. So it really kind of just depends on the chicken. I don't know. So maybe she could be done. So that would be good. That would be ideal outcome for her for sure. You could have a vet maybe like check out, kind of feel around her reproductive tract and see like if they feel it being active or anything. Because we definitely just wouldn't want
so much peeping, like it's like surround sound peeping going on around us.
There is like surround sound. I love it. It like makes me so happy. There's always like babies I have to like check where they are and make sure they're not, because they always get themselves into like awkward trouble positions.
All right. Well, what was I gonna say? So
look at them though. Cute.
Totally forgot to mention we are still in the midst of our push to get everyone to go to ditchdairyforjenna.com and take the 30-day pledge to ditch dairy in the month of June in honor of our rescued dairy cow Jenna, who at 3 days old they were going to shoot because someone asked where Sherman is. Wild Sparrow wants to know where Sherman is.
Sherman is in the house. We're not doing intros yet because we're still trying to make sure these guys are nice and healthy, and Sherman's still so young, his immune system isn't fully developed yet, so we just got to make sure that they're not going to have anything that we can share.
Yeah, so we're kind of waiting, but yeah, so we are asking everyone to sign that. Thank you, Alina. We are hoping that we can get many more people to sign up to take the pledge to ditch dairy in the month of June. So we are asking that you go to ditchdairyforjenna.com. You're going to eat my sock? and sign up. And hopefully, we can help you realize just how easy it is to go through life without dairy. So, but anyway, and we can definitely use donations.
Yeah.
Sherman is up for sponsor. I don't think he has one yet, and then we will be putting the Puffalumps up soon. So definitely keep an eye out for that if you want to sponsor any of these knuckleheads. There's just a lot of new energy going on in our life right now.
Yeah. You guys chasing each other? One ran, and then another one ran, and then the third one ran. Nice. Good to practice running together.
But my phone is on 3%,
Okay,
so
well,
we're gonna call it.
It was good to see everyone, and good to see you, Alina. Thanks for joining us, and everyone else that know or haven't seen for a while. Sorry, my brain is like a little bit, a little bit fried. Too many babies happening here. So, but yeah, thank you to everyone who has donated, and everyone who voted on the name, and everyone who's already gone to ditchdairyforjenna.com. We hope that you will, and we hope you have a great night.
All right, thanks everybody. Now if I can remember how to do this.
These two like had like their beaks were a little bit different.